Welcome to Willard Library's virtual Crafternoon. Today we're going to learn how to create a miniature snow scene ornament. Before starting this project, you'll want to gather up all of your supplies. First, you'll need a miniature craft jar. The one seen here has a twist-off lid and is made of glass. It measures about 3 inches in height. You will also need one miniature jingle bell. I'm using a jingle bell that measures 10 millimeters. One tiny red pom-pom. These are 7 millimeters. You will also need items to put into your snow scene. We'll be using a tiny bottle brush tree. This one measures about 2.5 inches tall. And also this tiny deer who we're going to make into Rudolph. You'll also want to gather about a tablespoon of faux snow, a piece of colorful ribbon. This one is about 5/8 of an inch wide and measures about 7 inches long. A small piece of green felt, a red sequin. We're going to use this for Rudolph's nose. An ornament hook. One pair of scissors. And lastly, you'll need some type of glue that will stick to glass. I'm using super glue. Just a quick disclaimer before we get started. If you are crafting with a little one present, please be sure that the adult does all of the gluing. Super glue can be extremely fast drying, so it's best if the grown-up handles that part. Okay, we're going to start this project by making our reindeer into Rudolph. Take your red sequin and cut a small triangular shaped slice out of it. This tiny triangle is going to be Rudolph's shiny red nose. Carefully place a tiny drop of super glue on the nose of the reindeer and press it against the sequin. Hold in place until it dries. Okay, now we're ready to place the items into our snow scene. Take your glass jar, your bottle brush tree, your Rudolph, and then your super glue. And start by placing just a tiny drop of glue on each of Rudolph's feet. Or hooves, I should say. Now, without touching the glue, carefully place your reindeer into the jar. As you can see by my experience, this part can be a little tricky. Try to set Rudolph towards one side of the jar so that there's plenty of room behind him for the tree. Now go ahead and place a small drop of glue onto the base of the tree and place it into the jar as well. Even if you're using fast-drying super glue, it's a good idea to let your snow scene set for a few minutes just to make sure everything is glued in place. Now it's time to let it snow. Barely cut one of the corners off of your bag of snow. This should allow you to easily pour the snow into the jar without it going everywhere. Once you are happy with the amount of snow in your snow scene, go ahead and put the lid back on your jar. If you have small children in your house, you may consider putting a little bit of glue on the inside of the lid just to avoid any future snow spill disasters. Now we're going to add ribbon to the top of the ornament. Place a small drop of glue on the rim of the lid, place your ribbon on top of the glue, and then wrap it around. Carefully cut off any excess ribbon. Now place one more drop of glue where the ribbon overlaps and secure in place. Next, take your piece of felt and fold it in half. Then carefully cut out a leaf shape while leaving the bend intact. This way you'll have two leaves that are connected. Now we're going to use the leaves that we created to cover up the seam on the ribbon on the jar. Place a small drop of glue on the seam and add the leaves on top. Add your red pom-pom hollyberry to complete the decoration. Last but not least, we're going to put a jingle bell on the top of the lid. Be sure to place it so that the loop of the bell is facing upward. This way we can add an ornament hook later. Allow the glue to dry completely, add an ornament hook, and your snow scene is complete. Be sure to stop by the Adult Services desk at Willard Library to request your no-cost craft kit while supplies last. Thanks for watching!